Good morning, students. Welcome back to our English class. Today we can go with an interesting topic, grammar topic, subject and verb concord. Subject is a noun or a pronoun that tells us what the sentence talks about, and verb, it represents the action in a sentence. Those two we know. What is a noun or a pronoun? What is about, it tells, and verb, it represents the action in a sentence. There we have a clarity. When we write or speak a sentence, we have to make sure that the verb matches the subject. It means that the subject and verb in a sentence should agree or match, otherwise the sentence will not sound right. Let's understand the basic rules of subject and verb agreement or concord or rules, whatever we say. Before we go to rules, means rule number 1, some information followed by example, and again rule number 2. Before going to all these rules and all, actually subject and verb agreement, we can see that. Generally, there are two types of verbs in a sentence. We already learn finite verb and non-finite verb. Means finite verbs are also known as the main verbs in a sentence. These directly relate to the subject of the sentence in terms of tense and number. All the other verbs in a sentence are non-finite verbs. Thus, the non-finite verbs are mostly not in sequence with the subject of the verb. Here, the subject and verb states that the finite or the main verb of the sentence must agree with its subject in person as well as in number. Means, in an example we can understand. See, I am giving an example. We is studying English grammar on priority. So it is incorrect sentence. We is what? Is the correct one? We will get to our mind. We are studying English grammar on priority. Isn't it? So here we means noun or a pronoun. Here it is the subject here, we. So the verb which is used to it, we, means automatically we have to recollect, or we have to use the pronouns first person, second person, third person, first person singular, second person. These should be well renowned here. Okay, singular, plural, uncountable, these all subject. Okay, these should be in terms on our fingertips. Note that the agreement is in terms of a person or a number. Okay, hope you are following. Okay, now see, you have already learned that the sentence has two parts, isn't it? In our lower classes we learned the sentence has two parts, that is subject and predicate, isn't it? Subject which tells about the sentence, and the predicate is which follows the rest of the subject is called its predicate, isn't it? The part that refers to a person or thing is called subject, no doubt in it, and the part that gives more information about that sentence is called a predicate. We learn it. However, difficulties can arise when we have a third person subject, that is a noun or a third person pronoun. You have to decide whether it is a singular or plural. A subject can be, first of all, we have to remember this thing, what a subject can be a singular, means a book, an eraser, a mobile. It may be a plural also, men, 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 leaves, mobiles, books, erasers, like that. It may be uncountable also, sugar, furniture, these type of words, uncountable. So the subject and the verb must agree. See, in the first example I said we is learning grammar. It's correct. We are studying English grammar. Okay, in such manner. If the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. What you see in the previous example just now, what is the subject? We. We in plural form. So we have to take we are studying English. If the subject is in plural, we have to take plural. If the subject is in singular, we have to take singular. Understood? The verb agrees with the subject in number and person. How it agrees, it seems? It agrees with the number and the person of the subject of that particular sentence. Often the verb is made to agree a number with a norm near it instead of its proper subject. Okay. See here, I want to list out some of the words that look like plural forms because they ends in s, means adding s, but they are in fact singular nouns. Please keep them in mind. There we will confuse and we lose marks also. For these nouns we use a singular verb. Means see, if we take in a subject or a disease or games or sports, dramatics, it is a subject and a singular. Economics, it's not two, it's a singular. Statistics, it is also a single word, a single term. If you take a disease like mumps, it is also singular. Measles, singular. Rickets, singular. If you come across games or sports, darts, cards, aerobics, these are all the singular nouns. By adding s, we can't consider it as a plural form. Okay, and words such as audience, congregation, crowd, group, family take a singular or plural verb depending upon the sentence. It may take audience. Look, audience means it may take a plural form or else a singular form. But it is always safe to use plural verbs with these nouns. Means audience means more in number now. Then only we will take that. Congregation also gathering. Crowd. A religious gathering is called a congregation, crowd, group of people, and family. These are all plural forms. Most probably better to take them in a plural form. Okay. Now, try a small exercise for today. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day.